From the WBBZ-TV studio in the Eastern Hills Mall, it's time to play where two teams come together in a battle of wits to determine who will leave with bragging rights. And now, here's your host, John DeShillo, with today's two teams.
We're here. It's another night of television trivia. John DeShillo, your host. I'm proud and honored to be with you on your hometown Me TV station. Our studio is located next to Macy's at the Eastern Hills Mall. If you haven't been here, we want to see you this summer. It's the summer season of bragging rights. We have great shows coming up with super duper hometown teams. We've got some real stars for you tonight, including on the Red X side, Russell's Angels. From all over Western New York and Buffalo. We'll tell you why they're Russell's Angels in a little bit. And they're playing against a great family team. We're calling them the Joyful Rescues tonight. We'll find out how that integrates into their family. But first, guest celebrity scorekeeper, ice carver, and all-around man about town, Manny Lazama. Manny, I'm happy that you're here. We met a little while ago when we were working with Russell Salvatore, but we also have some great video of you making ice carvings because that's your principal line of work. And this was for a great event that happened this winter.
Yeah, that was the Tiki Luau, John, that we did in the waterfront. And that's one of the events that we got to open the new hockey arena with the Labatt Blue Cans are. And what a great event. We had a lot of people, a lot of exposure that is making Buffalo a destination.
And I see you carved our call letters in ice there. Where do you get your ice from, Manny?
The ice blocks are normally coming in from Ice is Nice. It's a company locally owned by Brian Selmer. The blocks normally weigh about 300 pounds. And what a great company, what a great people to work with, John. Well,
you are a true artist, and we'll find out more about your work in just a little bit. But let's meet some of your friends, Russell's Angels. My goodness, look who's here. You are...
I'm Marissa Dinello.
Of course you're Marissa Dinello, and we've met before, of course,
yes.
And had some interesting parties that we were attending together that Manny helped produce. What do you do?
I do marketing and graphic design.
Good for you. And who did you bring as part of Russell's Angels team?
I brought Danielle and Jane.
Danielle and Jane, we'll meet you later on the show. Thanks for being here on Bragging Rights. And over here, a great big fan of the show, this is...
Connie Sepfer.
Connie, thanks for coming in, and we were exchanging emails, and happy to schedule you on the show. We call your team Joyful Rescues because you have a story about a wonderful pet that you picked up from that organization.
Well, Joyful Rescues in Cuba, New York, it is a wonderful organization for animals in need. When our last dog passed away last summer, we were looking for another golden retriever. And of course, being as old as my wife and I, we couldn't handle a puppy anymore. So we went to the rescues around the country, and you can't get an older golden retriever for about 2 or 3 years. So Joyful Rescues in Cuba, they go down to the south and they rescue dogs from shelters. And they rescued a 6-year-old golden from a family in Pennsylvania who surrendered him because he got hardwood floors, and they got him out of a kill shelter. So they got him up here, and he's Dallas, our boy. He's wonderful. He's the best dog we've ever had. So we appreciate all that Joyful Rescues does for animals in need, and they deserve everybody's support they can. They're a wonderful organization. We're just proud to have one of their best rescues.
Yeah, and before we meet your family, there's the website. So if people want to go to it, it's joyfulrescues.com, and you can take a look at the pets that they have and the fundraisers that they have there, and it's really great that you made that adoption. All right, now back to you, Connie. Who do you have on your team?
The light of my life, Jeannie, my wife. She's been with for 55 years, hasn't quit yet.
55 years? That deserves a round of applause.
Bravissimo.
And our daughter, Kathy, who's now pretty much our carekeeper and our housekeeper and our dog keeper and keeping life ahead for us. And we have a wonderful time, and so glad to be here.
Glad that you're here, Connie. Glad that you're a fan of the show. All right, we've met everybody, and it's time to play. By the way, the blue team is going to start. You won the coin toss. We're playing for 10 points in the first round, 20 in the second, 30 in the third. Take a look at the game board that Mr. Manny is standing in front of, all looking very sharp and sophisticated. You want to get your X's or your O's across, up and down, or diagonal, so you're playing for that strategy for an additional 50 points. You're playing for points, and every winning team this summer season becomes eligible to win 3 LED TVs from Dirt Cheap TV. That's how we play the game, and let's get to the game, why don't we? Connie, you are up first. Pick a game piece, please.
Great steaks. He doesn't need A1 sauce. We'll go with A1.
A1. Good line, Connie, making the reference to Russell's Angels. Wow, what is the capital of Brazil? Is it A, Rio de Janeiro, B, Sao Paulo, or C, Brasilia? The capital of Brazil.
We're going to say Brasilia.
Brasilia, C. Manny?
The answer is correct.
Brasilia.
It is Brasilia.
And Manny, you yourself, you're from Mexico City originally.
Yes, sir. I was born in Mexico City at my young age. I moved to New York. I moved out of Astoria, Queens, and moved to Buffalo 19 years ago, and it's been great ever since. Buffalo is home for me.
It is home for you, and now it's time to meet some of Russell's Angels. Marissa, it is your turn. Pick a game piece, please, with Manny.
Let's go with B2.
Good vitamin there, B2. Which party won the recent parliamentary elections in Great Britain? A, the Conservatives, B, the Labour Party, or C, Liberal Democrats? Great Britain. Conservatives, Labour, or Liberal Democrats? Marissa?
We're going to go with A.
A, the Conservatives. Manny?
Surprisingly, the answer is right. It's A.
Led by David Cameron.
Good job.
What do you mean surprising? The answer is
It's
right.
a joke.
Manny. Ah, you got it. Connie, you're up next. Pick a game piece, please.
B1.
Okay, at the top. Question 3. According to the Greeting Card Association of America, which day is most popular for the purchase of greeting cards? A, Valentine's Day, B, Mother's Day, or C, Christmas and New Year's holidays?
Girls and I say Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. Manny?
Negative, John. The answer is Christmas and New Year.
Christmas
C,
and New Year's
C.
by far. Although, you know, Connie, I would have said Mother's Day too, because it's a very important day nonetheless. Marissa, up next, the last question in this round.
Let's go with C1.
Okay. For 10 points, the World Health Organization recently certified what country as Ebola-free? A, Liberia, B, Sierra Leone, or C, Guinea? Ripped from the headlines.
We're going to take a guess on this one, and we're going to go with A.
A, Liberia. Manny?
Surprisingly right. It is correct.
it is.
It is A.
Manny, it's the end of round one. What's the score?
John, the blue team now has 10 points, and the red team is at 20 points.
20-10. Each question is now worth 20 points. As we begin round two, we'll find out who pulls ahead when Bragging Rights continues on WBBZ. We are having a TV party, and that's why we invited Manny Lizama here to Bragging Rights, because Manny's produced some great, great parties and some great things, and you've met some great folks. In fact, Manny, in your world of food, you met CNN's Anthony Bourdain. We'll take a look. What was he like?
Anthony is a very humble individual. He's obviously very knowledgeable. He's a crazy guy. There is no limits, you know, to the imagination of food for him. And it's actually a true and true professional.
Yeah, he really is, and he travels the country. And then there's another individual that you met from the Food Network. What was he like?
That's Alton Brown. Alton Brown came to visit to Buffalo, and I think that Alton is an individual who has a lot of charisma. He plays with the edges of food. You know, he pushes the limits a lot, but he is a very dedicated person. He's very professional. He prepares, and preparation is everything in the industry now.
It really is, and the Food Network, very, very popular. And now, you know, these guys, I got to tell you, I don't think they hold a candle, though, to Russ Salvatore, because you're helping him, Russell, produce the 4th of July fireworks.
Yeah, the 4th of July is something that Mr. Salvatore is always very willing to donate to the city of Buffalo, among many other things. Recently, we were at the gala in the ACMC where he was honored. Russell's heart is so big for the city of Buffalo. You know, he's a tremendous individual. But this party coming up in July, you know, we are really looking forward to see the great things that are going to happen in the water. And Buffalo is on the move, just like Byron Brown said. It's actually not in the move, it's moving already. So we are in the go.
It really is. And you know what? We're going to jump right ahead now to your website. What is it, Manny?
My website is manoloblueyes.com. If you can just rescue anything that you're looking for, any idea that you may have, we're willing to do anything. and everything is possible.
Everything is possible, that's right. And we are thinking big and the wow factor here on Bragging Rights with our blue team, the Joyful Rescues. And they're playing against Manny's friends and our friends Russell's Angels. We'll come over now and meet another member of the Joyful Rescues. And 55 years, what is the secret to a 55-year marriage?
I don't know. I'm not talking.
You're not saying. All right, well, see, so then it is, in fact, a secret. And your name, I'm sorry, again, is?
Jeannie.
Jeannie, it's thanks for being here, and I know you're big fans of the show.
Yes, we are. Watch it every night.
Good for you. Thank goodness. Tell your friends and neighbors, will you?
Yes, we will.
I may even come and visit your friends and neighbors.
We have our friends and neighbors out there.
Oh, they in the audience? They came to visit. All right, well, maybe later on we'll show them. Thanks for joining us, Jeannie.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right. I'm glad you're here, too. And over here, the next member of Russell's Angels, you are.
I'm Danielle.
Danielle, what do you do?
I am in sales. I sell and set up benefits for small businesses all around Western New York.
Good for you. And maybe will you be going over to Russell's after the Bragging Rights taping tonight?
That has already been decided, yeah.
Of course it has been. All right, Manny, I bet you're going to be taking these lovely ladies over there for a wonderful dinner. What is the score as we begin round two?
Round two begins with this. Team Blue has 10 points and Team Red has 20 points. John.
20 to 10. We want to put points on the board. The blue team is up next. Connie, pick a game piece, please.
A2.
A2. Question 5. President Obama was criticized for defending his proposed Pacific Trade Agreement at the headquarters of a company that outsources thousands of jobs to low-wage countries. What company is that? A, Target, B, Microsoft, or C, Nike?
We're going to take a guess at Nike.
C. Manny?
The answer is correct. C. Nike is the answer.
A little bit of politics here on Bragging Rights. Marissa, you're next.
C2.
C2 for 20 points. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo recently ordered emergency measures to protect the wages and health of workers in what industry? A, asbestos removal, B, nail salons, or C, garbage collection?
B, nail salons.
B, Manny?
The answer is correct. B, nail salons.
Recently enacted. Connie Topfer, you're next. Pick a game piece, please.
Well, we'll go with A3.
A3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, A3. What does inordinate mean? Inordinate. A, excessive, B, rogue priest, or C, without a leader? Inordinate.
We believe it's A, John.
Connie says A. Manny?
It is excessive. Answer is A.
20 points for the Topfer family. Marissa?
C3.
C3. Trying to put an X up with this. What country is the largest emerging economy in the European Union? A, the Czech Republic, B, Croatia, or C, Poland? Largest emerging economy.
C, Poland.
C.
The answer is correct. The C, Poland.
Poland it is. Ladies, was that a guess?
Nope, we knew it.
You knew it. All right. Marissa said she knew it. How about that? Connie, you're next.
A4.
A4. All right, you're going to try to get 50 points up with this question. What American author created the characters of Rip Van Winkle and Ichabod Crane? A, Washington Irving, B, Edgar Allan Poe, or C, Nathaniel Hawthorne?
Washington Irving.
A. Manny?
The answer is A, Washington.
Yeah, Washington Irving. Connie, what, you said that you were a former English teacher.
Well, I taught English and I try to speak it.
Yeah, there you go. All right, take a look at that game board, Mandy Lazama, because we have all the O's going up and down, which puts 50 points in the pocket of the O team. But wave your magic arms, Manny, because we're going to clear the board. Just give your magic arms a wave. Give it a wave. Give it a wave. There you go. Give it a wave. Yeah, there you go. Took Manny a while to get the wave going, but we got it. We've cleared the board. The points remain the same. And Marissa, you're up next.
B1.
B1, on a clean slate. Question 10. What is the official state bird of Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, North Carolina, Ohio, Virginia, and West Virginia? Is that bird A, a mockingbird, B, a northern cardinal, or C, a sparrow?
Northern Cardinal.
B. Manny?
The answer is correct. It's northern cardinal.
B it is. All right, good round there. We had some bonus points up there. I know that they're computing the big game board back in the control room. Manny, what does it read as we end round 2?
The blue team, John, is at 100 points, and the red team is at 80 points.
100 to 80. It is still a close game. It is anybody's game, folks. Each question worth 30 points when we come back right after this.
Bragging Rights on WBBZ-TV, your hometown television station, will continue after this from our sponsors.
Round 3 on Bragging Rights right here on WBBZ-TV. We've got some great teams here. Our blue team, the Joyful Rescues, are right here from Buffalo. And they're playing against Russell's Angels in honor of Russell Salvatore. And I'm going to come over and meet the third member of this team. And, of course, this is...
My name's Kathy.
Kathy, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Yeah, it's fun to be on TV with Mom and Dad, huh?
Yes, it is. It's great.
What was it like growing up?
Wonderful. Really, really wonderful.
Yeah, you can really sense this is a great family.
We are?
Yeah.
We think so.
Yep, you are. And you're here on TV to say, you want to say hi to anybody out there?
I want to say hi to all the folks and my patients at Amherst Retina and Vitreous. I started working there in July after 25 years of teaching, following in Dad's footsteps. So now I've moved on to another career.
All right, well, you just said hello, and hopefully they'll all be watching. And we're going to meet the next member of Russell's Angels. You are?
I'm Jane.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
And Jane, I hear that you're retired.
Yes, I am, from Williamsville South High School, food service manager.
Food service with the kids, and oh my gosh, I could only imagine.
32 years.
32 years of lunches with the kids. You deserve a nice retirement. I think it's nice that we have a lot of teachers come through the show and a lot of folks who work in the school systems. You do a lot of great things for the students.
Yeah, I totally enjoyed it. I thought I'd miss it, but I'm loving my retirement.
Well, thanks for sharing some of your retirement right here on our stage. Russell's Angels are here. Manny Lazama is here, and our guest scorekeeper. Manny, I've got a great photo because we talk about Russell Salvatore, but the Billetier family over at Chef's Restaurant, another great iconic family. You made a big giant cake for their 90th.
Yeah, John, that was probably about 6 foot tall cake. Lou Billetieri, another great citizen of Buffalo, he wanted to make an impressional cake, and we decided to make the mascot of the chefs.
And you did, and it was another wow factor evening. Manny, as we begin round 3, what is the score?
At this time, John, the blue team is standing with 100 points, and the red team is at 80 points.
All right, 100 to 80. The blue team is going to start. 30 points each question. Connie, pick a game piece, please.
D1 for
D1.
D1.
For Dallas, our dog.
Okay, for Dallas. The latest is Deflategate, involving the New England Patriots and soft footballs. Who hasn't heard about that? But since the 1970s, many a political or athletic scandal has had a gate attached to its name. For instance, after the Watergate scandal that brought down President Nixon. What was the original Watergate? A, an apartment building, B, a park, or C, a company?
Apartment building, I believe.
Connie says it was an apartment building. Is he right, Manny?
The answer is correct.
It was.
Good job.
It's where the Democratic National Headquarters had its home base, and that was where the wiretapping occurred. Marissa, you're too young to even remember Watergate. We're back playing the game. Where would you like your game piece to go?
A1.
A1. Who created the Pogo comic strip? A, Walt Disney, B, Walt Kelly, or C, Charles Schulz? Pogo.
We're going to go with C.
Charles Schulz. Manny?
The answer is incorrect. It's B, Walt Kelly.
Yeah, Walt Kelly. Charles Schulz created the Peanuts characters. Yeah, it was very, very famous. One of my favorites. Okay, we're back to Connie and friends and family. Pick a game piece.
D2 for Dallas.
D2 for Dallas again. Can't get enough of that dog. Which settlers brought bowling to America? A, the Dutch, B, the French, or C, the English?
The Dutch.
Manny, was it the Dutch that brought us bowling?
The answer is correct, John. It is.
It is. I never knew that. You learn something new on bragging rights every night, Connie, don't you?
Yeah.
Rip Van Winkle. Yeah, he was a friend of mine. No, just kidding. Marissa, you're next. Where would you like your X to go?
D3.
D3, the Shenandoah Valley is part of which state? A, Pennsylvania, B, Tennessee, C, Virginia.
We're going to go with C.
C, Virginia. Are they correct, Manny?
The answer is correct. It is Virginia.
Big game here. Big game. Russell's Angels and Joyful Noises. My goodness. Connie?
Well, there's another Dallas there. We'll go for the 4. D4.
D4. What is the largest state east of the Mississippi River? A, Michigan, B, Wisconsin, C, Pennsylvania.
What were the choices again?
The choices, the largest state east of the Mississippi. A, Michigan, B, Wisconsin, C, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Geography is my worst subject. Okay.
We're going to guess.
Family squabble here. Connie?
Michigan?
I'm going to say, wait, she said Michigan.
She says Michigan.
A, Manny?
The answer is correct. It is Michigan today. No problem.
55 years of marriage right here. See how it works? There's the secret right there. And oh, yeah, you didn't want to end it right here on bragging rights, believe me. Never. Marissa?
A3.
A3. In the fiction series by Rick Riordan, who is Percy Jackson's father? A, Zeus, B, Poseidon, C, Ares. If you're familiar with Rick Riordan.
C.
Ares.
The answer is B, Poseidon.
Poseidon. All right, we didn't get a correct answer on that. Russell's Angels, you've been on fire, though, with a lot of that going on as we go through the night. Connie is here in the Topher family. Manny Lizama is over at the scoreboard, our guest scorekeeper. Manny, it's the end of this game. What is the final score?
The final score, John, the blue team has scored 190 points, and the red team is 110 points.
So that means, friends, our bragging rights champs are the Joyful Rescues, Connie and the family, the Topher family. Had a great game. You had a great game. And Russell's Angels, we're not going to send you home empty-handed. Take a look at the game, the monitor. We got a little guitar. You can play some music. It's a fun way to end the night. A little music with Manny. He'll serenade you, maybe not. And you know what, Connie? I can see you and the Topher family going for this. We're going to send you to WrestleMania. So if you want to go, I can see you there with the wrestlers. Manny Lizama, our guest scorekeeper. I hope you join me for one more game. You have a good time? Russell's Angels awaits. Did you have a good time, Manny?
I had a great time, John. It was a great pleasure and an honor to be here tonight. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. And if you would like to join us, go to our website, WBBZ-TV. You click the bragging rights icon. You connect with me on email, just like Connie Topher did. We work out a date. We figure it out. We bring you down to our studio at the Eastern Hills Mall. We want to see you here this summer to play bragging rights. And until next time, have a great night, everybody. We'll see you soon.